Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Good, brother. Welcome, YouTube. I am John Wilkins, your core coach. A lot of things that I do is dealing with the inner core, with grip strength, time under tension, planks, things like that.
Right.
Trying to build up from the inside out. And we do a lot of traditional strength training and stuff like that too.
Yes.
But I'd rather you go do that somewhere else.
Yeah.
So today we have Matt. Matt, tell everybody who you are.
My name is Matt. I do Muay Thai, boxing, rock climbing, fencing, golf, if you want to count that, and then training with John.
All right. So
I got a lot of sports.
yeah. So Matt came in how long ago?
Almost 3 years.
Yeah.
Maybe like end of 2021.
Okay.
I feel like October.
Yeah. So he came in 2021 and he had a knee brace on his knee.
Yeah.
Tell us what happened.
I was training for a triathlon in 2019 on a TT bike, and I got hit by a truck going about 50. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And where were you? On the road?
Right down the road on line press.
Get out.
Yeah, like it's a very heavily driven road, so my assumption was that it would be pretty safe.
Mm-hmm.
But clear day.
Curves and stuff on that road.
Well, the shoulders are big on that road, so a lot of people ride their bikes on that. But yeah, no, old man driving, shouldn't have been driving, multiple accidents.
Wow.
And then he hit me, and I'm not the only person that he hit. Not that day, but after that day, he hit other people too.
Get out.
Yeah.
Holy, how old was this guy?
Not that old, maybe like 74, 75. It's like that's a little young to be just cracking into people.
Right.
You know.
So what were your injuries? Like what happened?
So my immediate injuries were that I had a lot of swelling in my back because of the way that I hit. I rolled over the truck, hit the ground, got drugged by the truck to avoid myself from going under the truck. So it was a lot of back injuries, just a lot of swelling. But the main lagging injury was the torn meniscus, which then became a couple-year ordeal because that wasn't just gonna like fix itself.
Right.
Yeah.
So then what started you coming to me?
I wanted to get better. Physical therapy wasn't really going to work. I tried the physical therapy route.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work. It wasn't enough training for somebody like me who was like deadlifting 405, squatting 405, benching 235, which aren't amazing numbers, but that's more so than taking a 5-pound band doing this.
Right.
That's not going to help.
Right. Especially in this area, it's mostly.
Right. And all I knew was how to lift heavy. And that's the main kind of way that I trained. So I did that, and then the Muay Thai, the boxing, and then like the endurance stuff with the bike.
Mm-hmm.
But with weights, I didn't have a real way to like kind of get into the muscle and train a different way.
Right.
So I saw Mike LaBelle, the wrestler that was here, and he told me. And the first time I came here, I was like so sweaty, and my arms were so pumped. I was like, I need this.
Yeah, that's good answer.
It was fantastic.
Most people run.
I was like, I need more of this. So,
awesome. So, Muay Thai is right down the hall.
Right.
So big room. Did you see me training prior to somebody telling you?
No, not really. Not really. Just because of the way the times interlapped.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So Muay Thai's like an hour later, so you may or may not have still been here training people, and I just tried a class.
Oh, okay.
And people were like passing out on the side. It felt like I was like, oh, this is nice.
And you're used to pushing yourself that hard anyway with the biking.
Yeah, I used to ride 20 or 40 miles. Like I would ride 40 miles and then the next day go to Muay Thai like it was nothing.
Yeah.
But after the injury, I couldn't do that anymore.
Right.
You know?
Right. So how did the knee injury impact your daily life?
Oh,
so I know you had to have the brace on.
Yeah, I went from just being able to push myself and felt like I had limitless energy to like feeling like I was a 75-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? I could hardly, like, I tried everything. I tried a little bit of running. That wasn't going to help. Running with a knee brace is not going to work. I tried weighted rucks, which I thought that would be the answer, but that wasn't the answer either because I would walk a mile and the deep ache with the meniscus pain was just so intense that like, that was
the thing is, all of that stuff is impact.
Exactly.
When we get on this thing, there's no impact.
Exactly.
You're holding a plank for time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
So
like suspension-based training. That's what I
Right.
like about it.
Right.
You know, it's that time under tension.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So then we're able to heal because we're not flaring up that joint all the time. You know?
Exactly. And then when your joints all flared, it's like now you can't train. Now you're missing training sessions. Then you're gaining weight. Remember,
Yeah.
I was 185 max. I fluctuate between 185, 180 to 205.
Okay.
I'm over that now. I'm probably like 225, 230.
Right.
But now it's, you know, working back down because now I can with the leg.
Right.
You know.
Right. So so you came in, and to your surprise, there was something to actually answer your question.
Yeah,
You know?
it was a different way of training where I could feel like I push myself without. I mean, you're sore afterwards, but you're a good sore. You're not that deep joint achy sore that makes you then not go to Muay Thai for a week,
Right.
or 2 weeks, or 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then the best thing about it is you can do all of that time under tension. We do 30-minute classes.
Right.
Most people can't even get through 10 minutes of it.
Right.
Because they're used to the repetitions, they're used to the
like
deadlift, the hang clean, the power, you know, all of that.
Yeah, you know, you explode for 10 or 20 seconds doing your lift, and then you sit down for 2 minutes.
Right.
And you do it again and again. And it's like, yeah, I get the explosiveness about it, but if you want real lasting endurance, you got to do something like this.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So also too, one of the things is you got to get past that mental and emotional part.
Oh yeah.
And then you start hitting that spiritual part where you're no longer waiting for somebody to say, "Come on, Matt, you can do it." You're actually saying it to yourself.
Your mind shuts down.
Yeah.
That's what I like too. I could get to that point. I would get there with biking, but I wasn't able to do that anymore.
Right.
And I'd have to ride like 20 miles to do it, which is 2 hours. This is 30 minutes and you're there. Right.